Welcome to the first chapter of the React Relay tutorial on how to GraphQL. In this tutorial, you're going to build a simple Hackernews clone that has the following functionality. First, you're going to be able to display a list of links to the users, just like in the regular Hackernews app. You'll also build a login feature into the app so that users can authenticate. Once a user is authenticated, they can create new links themselves that will be visible to other users, and they will also be able to submit votes on links. And finally, you'll also add some real-time functionality to the app using GraphQL subscriptions. The goal is for the app to update immediately after other users added new links or voted on existing links so that the user doesn't have to refresh the page to see the changes. In this tutorial, you'll use the following technologies for building the application. On the front end, you'll be using React, which is a framework for building user interfaces, and Relay, which is a powerful GraphQL client that is developed by Facebook. And on the backend, you'll use a GraphQL API that is provided by Graphcool. Before we dive into the code, let's quickly discuss why you'd even want to use a GraphQL client library inside your application. In short, you should use a GraphQL client for tasks that are repetitive and agnostic to the app you're building. For example, being able to send queries and mutations without having to worry about lower-level networking details or maintaining a local cache. This is functionality that you'll want in any front-end application that's talking to a GraphQL server. Why build it yourself if you can use one of the amazing GraphQL clients out there? There are a few GraphQL client libraries available at the moment. For very simple use cases, like writing scripts, GraphQL request might already be enough for your needs. However, chances are that you're writing a somewhat larger application where you want to benefit from caching, optimistic UI updates, and other handy features. In these cases, you pretty much have the choice between Relay and Apollo client. But how to decide which one to choose? We'll try to provide a few hints that'll help you decide which of these clients is the right one for your next project. Relay is Facebook's homegrown GraphQL client that they open source alongside GraphQL in 2015. It incorporates all the learnings that Facebook gathered since they started using GraphQL in 2012. Relay is heavily optimized for performance and tries to reduce network traffic where possible. An interesting side note is that Relay itself actually started out as a routing framework that eventually got combined with data loading responsibilities. It thus evolved into a powerful data management solution that can be used in JavaScript applications to interface with GraphQL APIs. The performance benefits of Relay come at the cost of a notable learning curve. Relay is a pretty complex framework, and understanding all its bits and pieces does require some time to really get into it. The overall situation in that respect has already improved with the release of the 1.0 version called Relay Modern. But if you're looking for something to just get started with GraphQL, Relay might not be the right choice for you just yet. Apollo Client, on the other hand, is a community-driven effort to build an easy-to-understand, flexible, and powerful GraphQL client. Apollo has the ambition to build one library for every major development platform that people use to build web and mobile applications. Right now, there is a JavaScript client with bindings for popular frameworks like React, Angular, or Vue, as well as early versions of an Android and iOS client. Apollo is production ready and has handy features like caching, optimistic UI, subscription support, and many more. It should also be noted that both of these frameworks are completely open source. This is it already for the first chapter of the React Relay tutorial on how to GraphQL. In the next chapter, you'll set up your React project, create the GraphQL server, and configure the Relay environment.